St. Stephen's Mwabili Mbela alizaliwa 1980 na mwaka huo tukampeleka kwenda kubatizwa. Tulipoenda, unajua mtu anapeleka karatasi kwanza yako na majina. Sasa Vika that time akaangalia akauliza huyo mtoto St. Stephen's, akatoa hiyo Saint. My husband akasema, mimi nataka mtoto wangu aitwe St. Stephen's Mwabili Mbela. I've taught the choir for 25 years, so I'm naming my son after this church. Mbela was a very caring man for his family, for others. The choir was like a family to him. He loved also his family, where he comes from. The mother was there, and the brothers and sisters. He really cared for the family. I met him in Mombasa at the choir. I think there was a function in church, and he came. He listened to our choir. We sang very well, but of course, being a super musician, he found we were making mistakes, and he decided he would stay on and teach us. So as he taught us, he invited us for lunch the following day. And we went, a group of people. Little did I know, maybe he was eyeing me, I didn't know. After that, things went and went and went. He knew where I was working. He approached me. Of course, it was a bit difficult to say yes, but he kept on insisting until one time I said, okay, fine. He came and saw my mother. And from there, we continued now seeing each other now on another level. And after that, we got married.
So he began his career
as a Dio. There was a time he was in Machakos. There was a time he was in Kisumu. Then there was a time now he worked at Kenyatta National Hospital as a director, Kenyatta National Hospital. After that, he started going up the ranks, PS. He went on. He became. Then he was fired after. That was 1978. And then after that, he became general manager again in 1980, 82. He went to Kenya Cashew Nuts. And then after that, 1983, he went into politics. Then in 1983, he failed. Then 88, that's when now he won the seat, Bundanyi seat. And he became a minister for lands. 1965 is when he came to St. Stephen's. And he taught the choir after Zake. There was the director before called Zake. So he took over from him. And since that time, he never stopped. He was really committed to music. Even at home, you can see, you've even seen the piano he has there. It is an old piano that he has. He bought that piano long before I got married. He married me. So even when I got married, I found that piano there. And all the children were taught on how to play the keyboard. The St. Stephen Church Choir was like a family. That was his second family. He loved them, and he wanted to help each one of them to reach the level that he wanted in music. He made the choir members own the choir. If you're going to sing, you had to be serious. He instilled discipline in them, because he said without discipline you can't get anywhere. He loved music. Like he had Heri Maziwa, Heri Maziwa, uliyonyonya. I love that song. Mbela could compose music anywhere. Because of the passion he had. You know, it's like the time he composed the songs for the funeral for the late founding father of our nation, the late President Kenyatta. That song was done in a record time of 3 hours, and it was on air. And he was composing it in the house with Chris and there were some other choir members who were there. I think it is something that is inborn. He was very good in everything, because, okay, I'm not praising him because he's not there. He knew how to balance his work. When it was time for choir, it was time for choir. When times for work, he used to work. And when he has to go to politics, he has to go to politics. But he never left his family. He even had a program for the choir for a whole year. I found a piece of paper somewhere. All the programs for the church choir from January to December, he had all that planned in advance. There were many challenges. Financially, sometimes the choir didn't have money if they had to go somewhere, and they had to get money from his pocket because there's some things which the church could not fund. And also there's a time I saw them singing under that tree. So I asked them, why are we singing under that tree? But you see, those days, if anything that you have to sing in church, just to have that melody of the church. If you have anything like traditional, even if you're singing Christian music and it doesn't sound like Christian music, you're not allowed to sing it in church. Yeah. So sometimes I found them singing outside and I wondered, well, you'll be just from church or what? He helped most of the choir members get jobs. Once he knows there's an opening somewhere, he'll go for the choir members and pick you. Do you have papers? Yes, which ones do you bring? And he gives you a letter, he sends you somewhere you are employed. He helped very many of them and even paid school fees for some of them. I remember there were some even their parents could not manage even to get food from the house, but he took the children and educated them. He was a really caring person. When he was very sick, we were in India, and he told me there was a song that he was singing. My soul has found a resting place. I desert. I need no other argument. I need no other plea. It is enough that Jesus died and that he died for me. So that song just keeps coming. He's gone 15 years now, but I still love that song. I sing because he's saying his soul now has found a resting place. So he is preparing himself.
Bwana, usikie sauti yangu, masikio yako na yasikie.